water. The treated water comes from the arrowed plant. That's reverse osmosis.
Okay.
Treated water. So the required quantity of water is pumped into this tank. This is a 17,000 liter tank.
Okay.
17,000. And then once this water comes in, there is steam also. Steam is used to raise the temperature of the water to between 60 to 65 degrees. 60 65 degrees. And this is steam unit. Steam trap unit. So it's used to heat up this water. The water by this pump, this two set of pump, we use it to heat up the water and pass it through this exchanger. This is the heat exchanger. So once this temperature is attained, once we get the temperature, this is open. This is a bag. This is a bag. So the required quantity of milk also required for this quantum is added through this pot. All the milk and sugar, just sugar and milk is being added at this stage. So once we get this point, this is open. Like I said, this is open. So the milk powder and sugar is transferred by this pump back into the tank. So you see, the milk comes into this tank, into this venturi. This is a venturi, comes into this venturi and goes into the tank. Mix up with that water inside, comes out, and for like 15 minutes. The mixing goes on for like 15 minutes. And then once all the milk powder and sugar is done, it's completely done, we shut the pump and everything remains inside this tank. So we leave it for another 15 minutes. However long it takes for the sugar and milk to be added here, we still leave it for another 15 minutes for stirring. There is an agitator, 3-step agitator. 15 minutes. The mixing goes on for like 15 minutes. And then once all the milk powder and sugar is done, it's completely done, we shut the pump and everything remains inside this tank. So we leave it for another 15 minutes. However long it takes for the sugar and milk to be added here, we still leave it for another 15 minutes for stirring. There is an agitator, 3-step agitator inside the tank. So it mixes it for another 15 minutes. So once this is done, we transfer it to the homogenizer. This is a buffer tank. That is really not important in the process because it's just for continuity, to make the process a continuous process. So that if we are only preparing one tank for the whole day, we don't need to use this buffer tank. So we just take it directly, bypass this place.
So this is 170 liter capacity.
17,000 liters.
17,000 liters.
Yes.
How many milk bags you use for this?
80 bags.
80 bags.
80
At once you use 80 bags.
Yes.
Okay.
For one tank, we use 80 bags.
Okay.
The sugar to use 35 bags.
35 bags.
Sugar to use 35 bags. So, into 90 degrees in order to kill any external microorganism present at 90 degrees with this tube. And it holds this yogurt at this temperature at 90 between 15 seconds. For 15 seconds, it holds that temperature at 90 for 15 seconds with this tube. So once this is done, it goes to the heat exchanger again. It goes back to the heat exchanger. The heat exchanger brings down the temperature again to 45 or 40 depending on the inoculation temperature you want. Between 40 and 45, you can have it at the heat exchanger. So it brings down the temperature to 45. So once this is done, whether 40 or 45 in between, it takes it into this tank. Now the fan takes it into whichever tank. There is a way you connect all the tanks to the pasteurizer. So it takes the fermentation tank. So this is at 45, right, or 40. So we can add our culture. Depending on the culture we have, we add the required quantity because there are different types of culture. So we add that particular quantity. So and from the works we have done, our cultures, the varieties that we have, takes between 6 to 8 hours for fermentation to be complete. So once this fermentation is complete in the tanks, then we stir and transfer to the buffer tanks for packaging. So this is basically the process for our own yogurt mix. So yogurt in the 17,000 liters comes to the pasteurizer. This is a pasteurizer. Why I said homogenizer before is that it works hand in hand. You work together. From the pasteurizer it goes to the homogenizer and then comes back to the pasteurizer. So what we do is the yogurt comes to this tank first, and then the tank is the passes through this filter, passes through whichever filter, just for in case of emergency. One is faulty, you use one and repair the other one. You can bypass one. So you pass it through this filter and then goes to the heat exchanger again. So as it comes from 60 degrees from the tank, if it was 60 degrees, with this point and the heat exchanger, it takes it up to 70 degrees Celsius. Why? Because the homogenizer needs this milk, the mixture, to be at 70 for smooth breaking of the fats. So that is why the heat exchanger raises the temperature from the mixing, the initial mixing, to about 70 degrees. Then it goes to the homogenizer. The homogenizer is a two-stage pressure appliance. It adds pressure in 2 stages. One is at 150 and the other is at 200. See? So from that stage, it comes back to the homogenizer again. Now, you know the yogurt is now at 70 degrees, right? So with the heat exchanger again, it takes it up to 90 degrees through this tube. It raises the temperature again to 90 degrees in order to kill any